Welcome, dear listeners, to another insightful session here at English Great Stories channel, the channel where we dive deep into topics that help you grow and improve every day. I'm thrilled to be with you today, guiding you through an exciting and enriching journey. Whether you're commuting to work, relaxing at home, or taking a walk in the park, I'm here to share valuable insights that will not only inspire you, but also empower you to reach your goals. In this session, we'll be focusing on a topic that many of us can relate to, a subject that resonates with anyone looking to better themselves and broaden their horizons. How to improve our English speaking. Whether you're a non-native speaker aiming to master the language or someone looking to refine their fluency, this session is packed with practical tips, strategies, and long-term plans to help you become a more confident English speaker. Before we dive into the content, I'd like to thank all our listeners for their continued support. Your feedback and encouragement keep this channel alive, and it's for you that we strive to deliver the best possible content. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a review after the show. Your reviews help others find the podcast and join our ever-growing community of introspective learners. Now, without further ado, let's jump into today's topic, understanding the importance of English speaking. To begin with, let's discuss why improving English speaking skills is so crucial in today's world. English is more than just a language. It's a bridge that connects people from different cultures, professions, and backgrounds. According to recent studies, over 1.5 billion people worldwide speak English, and about 400 million of them are native speakers. This means that nearly a quarter of the global population can communicate in English, making it the most widely spoken language in the world. But what does this mean for you? Simply put, mastering English opens up countless opportunities, both personally and professionally, whether it's for business, travel, education, or social interactions. Being fluent in English can significantly enhance your life experiences. It allows you to connect with people across the globe, access a wealth of knowledge, and participate in global discussions. Let's take an example. Imagine you're at an international conference and there's a group discussion on the latest trends in your industry. If you're able to express your thoughts clearly in English, not only do you contribute meaningfully to the conversation, but you also leave a lasting impression on your peers. On the other hand, if your English skills are lacking, you might find yourself struggling to keep up, missing out on opportunities to network and learn from others. The role of confidence in English speaking. Now let's talk about one of the biggest hurdles many people face when trying to improve their English speaking skills. Confidence. It's common to feel nervous or self-conscious when speaking a language that isn't your first, especially in front of others. But here's the truth. Confidence is key to improving your speaking abilities. You might be wondering, how can I build this confidence? Well, the first step is to change your mindset. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, especially when learning something new. It's perfectly okay to stumble over words, mispronounce them, or even forget what you wanted to say. What matters is that you keep going. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. And eventually, those mistakes will happen less frequently. Here's a practical example. Think about a time when you were learning to ride a bike. At first, it was challenging, right? You might have fallen a few times, felt scared, or even thought about giving up. But with practice and persistence, you became more confident, and eventually riding a bike became second nature. The same principle applies to learning English. The more you practice speaking, the more natural it will become. Practical tips for improving English speaking. Let's move on to some concrete tips that you can apply in your daily life to improve your English speaking skills. 1. Immerse yourself in the language. One of the most effective ways to improve your English speaking is to immerse yourself in the language. This means surrounding yourself with English in your daily life as much as possible. You could start by watching English movies or TV shows, listening to English music or podcasts, and reading English books or articles. The more you expose yourself to the language, the more familiar it will become, and the easier it will be to pick up new words and phrases. For example, if you're a fan of movies, try watching them in English with subtitles. This will help you understand the context and pronunciation while also learning new vocabulary. Over time, you can challenge yourself by turning off the subtitles and relying solely on your listening skills. 2. Practice speaking regularly. Another essential tip is to practice speaking English regularly. This might seem obvious, but it's often overlooked. The more you speak, the better you'll get. Try to find opportunities to practice speaking English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. You could practice with a friend, a language partner, or even by yourself. For instance, if you don't have anyone to practice with, try talking to yourself in English. Describe what you're doing, think out loud, or even narrate your day. It might feel silly at first, but it's a great way to get comfortable with speaking English. You can also record yourself and listen back to identify areas where you can improve. 3. Focus on pronunciation and intonation. Pronunciation and intonation play a crucial role in how you're understood by others. Even if you have a strong vocabulary and a good grasp of grammar, poor pronunciation can make it difficult for others to understand you. That's why it's important to focus on how you pronounce words and the rhythm of your speech. Take some time to learn the correct pronunciation of words, especially those that are commonly mispronounced. There are many online resources and apps available that can help you with this. Additionally, pay attention to intonation, the rise and fall of your voice as you speak. Intonation can change the meaning of a sentence, so it's important to get it right. For example, consider the sentence, "You're going to the party." Depending on your intonation, this could be a statement, a question, or even an expression of surprise. Practice speaking with the correct intonation to ensure that your meaning is clear. 4. Expand your vocabulary. A rich vocabulary is essential for effective communication. The more words you know, the easier it will be to express yourself clearly and accurately. But expanding your vocabulary isn't just about memorizing new words. It's also about understanding how to use them in context. One way to expand your vocabulary is to learn new words in groups or themes. For example, if you're learning about food, try to learn all the related vocabulary such as ingredients, cooking methods, and dining terms. This will help you remember the words better and use them more naturally in conversation. Another strategy is to use flashcards or apps that focus on vocabulary building. Set a goal to learn a certain number of new words each week and review them regularly to reinforce your memory. 5. Learn and use idiomatic expressions. Idiomatic expressions are phrases where the meaning isn't immediately clear from the individual words. These expressions are commonly used by native speakers and can add a natural flow to your speech. However, they can be tricky to learn because they don't always make sense when translated literally. For example, the phrase "break the ice" doesn't actually refer to breaking ice. Instead, it means to start a conversation or make people feel more comfortable in a social setting. Learning idiomatic expressions like this can help you sound more fluent and connect better with native speakers. To practice, try to incorporate one or two idiomatic expressions into your daily conversations. You can find lists of common idioms online or in language learning books. As you become more familiar with these expressions, using them will start to feel more natural. Long-term strategies for mastering English speaking. While the tips we've discussed so far are helpful, improving your English speaking skills is a long-term process. It requires dedication, patience, and a willingness to keep learning. Let's explore some strategies that will help you continue to improve over time. 1. Set clear goals. Setting clear and achievable goals is essential for long-term success. Without goals, it's easy to lose motivation or become overwhelmed by the process. Start by identifying what you want to achieve with your English speaking skills. Do you want to be able to hold a conversation with native speakers, give presentations at work, travel confidently in English-speaking countries? Once you have your goals in mind, break them down into smaller, manageable steps. For example, if your goal is to give presentations in English, you might start by practicing public speaking in front of a mirror, then move on to giving short presentations to friends or colleagues. Remember to celebrate your progress along the way. Each step you take brings you closer to your goal, so take the time to acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. 2. Embrace lifelong learning. Language learning is a lifelong journey. Even native speakers continue to learn and refine their language skills throughout their lives. Embrace this mindset and be open to continuous learning. One way to do this is by regularly exposing yourself to new content in English. Read books and articles on a variety of topics, listen to podcasts or audiobooks, and watch documentaries or news programs. This will not only improve your language skills, but also keep you informed and engaged with the world around you. Additionally, consider taking advanced English courses or attending workshops to further develop your skills. Many language schools and online platforms offer specialized courses in areas like business English, academic English, or public speaking. 3. Engage with English-speaking communities. One of the best ways to practice and improve your English speaking skills is by engaging with English-speaking communities. This could be through online forums, social media groups, or local meetups. The key is to interact with others who speak English, whether they're native speakers or fellow learners. For example, you could join a book club where members discuss books in English, or participate in language exchange programs where you practice English with native speakers in exchange for teaching them your language. These interactions provide valuable opportunities to practice speaking, listening, and thinking in English. Final thoughts. Improving your English speaking skills is a journey that requires time, effort, and persistence. But with the right mindset and strategies, you can make significant progress and achieve your goals. Remember to immerse yourself in the language. Practice regularly. Focus on pronunciation and intonation. Expand your vocabulary and embrace lifelong learning. As you continue on this journey, keep in mind that every step you take brings you closer to becoming a more confident and fluent English speaker. And don't forget to enjoy the process. Learning a new language is not just about reaching a destination, it's about the experiences, connections, and personal growth that happen along the way. Thank you for joining me on today's session here at English Great Stories channel. I hope you found the tips and insights shared today valuable and inspiring. If you enjoyed this session, please consider subscribing, sharing it with your friends, and leaving a review. Your support means the world to me, and it helps this session reach more people who are on their own journey of self-improvement. Until next time, keep practicing, stay motivated, and remember that every word you speak in English is a step toward a brighter future. Happy learning.